Hello friends, welcome to Easy Nurse, where nursing education made easy. So, in this session, we will be preparing you for your upcoming GNM exams. Don't worry, I am here with the most important question of your exams. Okay, so in this session, we will be discussing the most important questions of community health nursing 2 that can become. So, we will just start with different kind of organization. So most of the big mark questions will be come from this topic. So try to remember whatever I am discussing. Okay. So let's just start with the World Health Organization. So as we know, WHO or World Health Organization is a very famous and a large organization which will focus on the international public health. So actually they are making some standards of food, okay, and they are handling different kind of health issues in the public, okay, not only for a particular state or particular country, but they are handling it globally. Okay, so their primary goal is to promote the health and well-being, prevent the different kind of disease which is contagious and non-contagious, and also they will provide a leadership on global health matters, okay, which are affecting the overall public health. And what are the key functions of that? The key functions are to setting the global health standards and also providing the technical assistance to the different kind of countries. Okay, so this is the World Health Organization. Okay, so we have to remember that World Health Organization is actually working for the public health service. Okay, and because it is a very big organization and working globally, what they are doing is they are focusing on every country which have different kind of health issues, okay, so that the countries are able to prevent the particular disease. Okay, the next one is FAO. So FAO is a very important in preventing disease and maintaining the overall health of the community. Okay, so FAO's full form is Food and Agricultural Organization. So if we see, most of the food products is coming from plant. If you see rice, tea, then dal, any kind of vegetables, fruits, okay, this all things are coming from the agricultural side. Okay, so this organization will mainly focus on global food security and agriculture. So what that actually means? So they will look after, they will make some standard for the agricultural practice and they will teach it to the farmers, okay, or they will provide the information to the farmers so that they will able to manage the agriculture and they can maintain the standard of food quality. Okay, so that is the global food security and agriculture. And also after processing of food and all, they have to check the food particles, okay, like if that is safe for the people to consume or not. Next, what is the primary goal of this organization? The primary goal is to eradicate hunger, food insecurity and malnutrition. So not only they are providing the safety of the food for the public, but they are also eradicate hunger, okay? They are trying to provide food to everyone, okay? Especially those who are not able to take their food, okay, or they are not able to earn enough to buy food, okay, for them. And also they are giving the food security, as I told, so there should be no chemical harm products. They will check these things, okay. Also they will eradicating the malnutrition from the generation, okay. So that is the main primary goal of the FAO. Now, what are the key functions of this? The key functions of the organizations are promoting sustainable agricultural practice which can be affordable and it is very efficient to practice for every farmer, okay, not only everyone in anyone in country, okay, whether he is from or she is from India or whether everyone other is from Scotland or any type of area, okay, Africa or any part of the Asia, if they are from, everywhere they can practice this healthy agricultural practices. Okay, so they will be promoting sustainable agricultural practice, and also they will be providing technical experience to improve farming method. Previously what happening, because of the knowledge from the elders and all, okay, they were practicing the different kind of farming methods, okay, but now what happening is, for the agriculture they will be like using the technical expertise, okay, they will take the information for proper from the proper technician, and they will use the technology in agriculture side, okay, to make the foods, also to sell the foods, okay. So this is the FAO organization. Next we will move on to the UNICEF or United Nations Children's Fund. So this is little different from this too, okay. So UNICEF plays a major role in the infant mortality morbidity rates, okay, because they will focus on child welfare and rights. As every country is developing, the child trafficking, the maintenance of child health is becoming very less day by day, okay. So now what UNICEF is doing is, they are focusing on the child welfare, by which of the practices or the policies they are making, through that the child will get enough food, okay, shelter, and also they will, whatever the rights are there for the children, like right to play, okay, and the right to have education, right to have shelter, right to have food, right to have the dignity, everything, it will be under the policies of the UNICEF, okay. So what are the primary goals of this organization? The primary goal of the organization is to improve the lives of the children and to protect their rights, okay. First, what they are confirming the lives of the children, okay, they're reducing the morbidity and mortality rate, okay, preventing the disease and making them their lifestyle and their health status little bit more improved, so the mortality rate also will be decreased, okay, and also they are protecting their rights, okay, whatever the rights are there under the children, okay, they are trying to protect that rights, okay, so every children can have what they deserve, okay. Next, we have the functions of the UNICEF. So, what are the actual things that actually UNICEF work for? First one is to delivering emergency aid to children in crisis, in any kind of physical, mental, any kind of crisis, any kind of child trafficking, okay, or physically assaulted child, anything, in any kind of crisis situation, UNICEF will be giving a emergency care to the children's, okay. Also, they will be promoting the child education and the well-being of the child. Okay, so these are the functions of the UNICEF or United Nations Children's Fund. The next organization is DANIDA. So, if we know, DANIDA is a very famous organization which is Danish International Development Assistant. It is always worked for the international development of corporation. Okay, if you see, in every corporate sector, the most of the rules, regulation and policies or other laws will be maintained by recommending the DANIDA policies. Okay, so it main focus in the international development and the corporation. Okay, so whatever the world corporation is there, they'll be increasing the development, and also the economical or social development, they'll be increasing, or they will try to increase. Okay, so their main and primary goal is to contribute and reducing and supporting the sustainable development of the country. Okay, so they will contribute in the corporate sector, so that the more persons can get the job or can be employed, so that there will be a financial stability in the people or the publics. Okay, so they will be reducing the poverty in the poor people. Okay, and also they will be supporting the sustainable development which can be affordable for everyone. Okay, so that is the primary goal. Next, we will move on to the key functions of this DANITO. So, what are the key functions they are mentioning? Okay, they are maintaining to provide aid to developing countries such as India, as Africa, or different type of Asian countries. Okay, so this kind of developing countries, they are giving aid or providing different kind of infrastructure, okay, and providing sometimes fund and all to develop the countries in the corporate sector, also in the public overall aspects. Okay, then it is promoting human rights, gender equality, and democratic governance. So what are the human rights? Human rights include human right of dignity, human right of freedom, human right of hope, peace, okay, human rights of doing anything by their perspective, okay. So that is human rights, and also gender equality, okay, in between everyone, no matter it is male or female, okay. In every sectors there should be equal, like rules are should be equal, and the opportunity especially it should be equal for both male and female, okay. And also there will be democratic governance, okay, it should be democratic, like everyone, if in a, as we know that India is a democratic country where the leader would be chosen through the public, okay, general public. So now the most of the decision should be made by the public itself, okay, what public actually want or which is good for the public, okay. So that is democratic governance. And lastly, they will be functioning to fostering sustainable economic growth in the parent countries, okay. So these are the most key function of the DANIDA, okay, Danish International Developmental Assistance, okay. Next, and the most important in India, that is Red Cross Society, okay, International Red Cross and Red Crescent movement, okay. So the Red Cross Society is actually focused on the humanitarian aid and disaster relief. So any kind of disaster that is man-made or that is natural or mixed, okay, any kind of disaster that human is going through, to make them relief from that and giving the aid to the particular person is considered as the focus of the Red Cross Society. Also, their primary goal is to provide the relief to the victims of conflict, disaster, and ensuring that impartiality and neutrality, okay. So what they are doing is they are relieving the victims from the particular situation or disaster, and they are ensuring the impartiality. There should be no partiality in between victims, okay, in between disaster victims. Each and every victim should be treated same, okay. So that is impartiality and neutrality maintaining. The key functions of Red Cross Society are providing emergency assistance in crisis situations. So they have to be prepared early before the crisis and all, okay, and they will be providing emergency assistance. Also, they will be promoting international humanitarian law that should be applicable everywhere. Also, they will be supporting health and social programs for the vulnerable population, those who are most or having more chance to be affected through the disaster. So, this is about the Red Cross Society. So, next we will move on to the USAID. Okay, this is also very important. Sometimes for 2 marks also it will come. Okay, this is very important. UNICEF and USAID. Okay, try to remember at least the full name. Okay, so by that you can able to recall what was that. Okay, these are very easy. You will able to answer for sure. Okay, so just move on to the what is the focus of this International Development Agency. That is, it is a global development of the humanitarian aid. Again, it is like kind of like a Red Cross Society, but it will be global development of the humanitarian aid will be there. And the primary goal of this agency is to advance the democratic value, okay, to increase the public value, okay, to increase the value of their opinion, their choice, okay, and improve the global health as well as foster the economic growth of the public or the community. So, what are the key functions of this? The key function of this include providing development assistance to the countries is needed, supporting disaster relief and humanitarian efforts, and promoting good governance, education, and health initiative. Okay, so these are the main key functions. Next, we'll move on to the UNESCO. Now, many times this UNESCO have come from the exam. Okay, this is very important. Okay, this is came for 5 marks, sometimes 7 marks or 4 marks. It will definitely come. UNESCO, okay? United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Okay. So what is that? It is mainly focused on the education, culture, science and the communication in between the society or overall global or internationally. Okay. So their primary goal is to promote the peace, okay, or the calmness in between the society and the world. Then sustainable development for everyone, whether it is economically, socially, culturally, anything, okay. Sustainable development and human rights through the education and cultural exchange, okay. Human rights should have been given no matter from which culture or which religion, which state they are coming, okay. This all things they are maintaining through the UNESCO. Okay, and what are their key functions? The key functions are they will be supporting the educational initiatives and preserving the cultural heritage of the diversity. Okay, in any country, what are the cultural diversity that have been passed through from generation to generation, decades to decade, that should have been maintained, okay, and also promoting the freedom of expressing or expression and scientific collaboration among the people. So these are the main key function. Next we will move on to the Indian Red Cross Society. Previously what we have learned, that was global, okay, International Red Cross Society. Now we will learn the Indian Red Cross Society. So Indian Red Cross Society mainly focus on humanitarian aid and disaster relief, same as the international one. So what are their primary goals? Their primary goal is to provide the relief of the victims of natural and man-made disaster, okay, and also ensure the health of social service and promote the humanitarian values. So not only they are giving the aid to the disaster victim people, but also they are ensuring health, social service and promote the humanitarian values, okay. And what are the key functions that it have been included? The key functions are providing first aid, blood donation and medical relief for the victims, and responding to the emergencies and disaster across the India as soon as possible, promoting health, hygiene and disaster preparedness, okay, like from previous only, before the disaster only they have to be prepared. Then supporting vulnerable groups such as elderly, disabled and marginalized communities. Okay, so this is all about the Indian Red Cross Society. The next we will move on to the Indian Council for Child Welfare. Okay, so as we know, Indian Council for Child Welfare is coming under the Family Welfare Program as well. Okay, in that what is happening is, this welfare committee, they are focusing overall the child health, child reducing the mortality and morbidity rate of the child and the rights of a child, okay. So it focuses on child welfare and child protection, okay, and their primary goal is to promote the welfare of the children, particularly those are in difficult circumstances, okay, especially disabled people under 5 child, okay. So what are the key functions of this? The key functions include providing the education and vocational training to the underprivileged children, okay, who are lower caste, okay, or people who are not, or the children who are not able to get a proper education, to them we are providing education. Not only that, we are providing the vocational guidance and training, okay. Then working towards protecting rights of the children, especially those in deep care of the protection, okay, or who are specially disabled, okay, a specially able child. Then offering child welfare service such as adoption and rehabilitation for the children, also advocacy for the children's rights and policies related to child welfare. The next is UNFPA, which is United Nations Population Fund, which will focus on the reproductive health of the population issues and try to control the population of the country. And their goal is to improve the reproductive health and reproductive rights and achieve the universal access to sexual and reproductive health, that is UNFPA. Also, UNDP is there, okay, which is United Nations Development Program, which will be focused on the sustainable development and poverty reduction among the people to help the countries to eradicate and achieve the sustainable human development. Next is World Bank, which is globally development of the poverty reduction and to provide the first technical assistance to developing countries for the different kind of development projects. And lastly we have is European Commission. This have came 2 to 3 times for 2 marks. Okay, try to remember this European Commission. Now European Commission or EU is focuses on the European Union governance and European policies. Okay, and their main goal is to propose the legislation and laws, okay, manage the European Commission policies and to allocate funds for the members of the states. Okay, so these are the main types of committees. Now we also have ILO, which is International Labour Organization, which will be labor rights and working conditions they will be maintaining, and their main goal will be to promote the social justice and fair for the labor standard globally, okay, or internationally. And lastly we have is CARE, which is Cooperative for Assistance and Relief Everywhere, which will be focusing again on the humanitarian aid and the development of the countries, okay, and their main goal is to fight global poverty and provide the emergency relief, focusing on women and children's empowerment. So these were the most important question in the chapter. I have discussed everything, okay. In any kind of other suggestion if you need, you can check my previous videos of community health nursing. Thank you for this session. Best of wishes.